It's 5:30 in the morning right now, and I'm making my way over to Mission, and we're gonna go check out 5x5 Brewery. Let's go.
Good morning, y'all. This is Daniel Freed, lead brewer here at 5x5. Today we got our brunette bombshell going on today. Gonna brew 10 barrels of it. So right now what we're doing is weighing out our grain, making sure we have the right amount for the recipe. So right now what's going on behind us is they're putting all the grain through our mill right now. What it does is it cracks the grain open and exposes it, and we have an easier time extracting all the sugars from it that we can use to make our beer.
We're going to fill up our water in our mash tun, take it to about 125, 130 gallons, depending on what the recipe calls for. From there, we're going to take it and start literally taking one bucket at a time with our rakes on. Just dumping one bucket at a time, and we're going to start doughing in.
Yeah, so right now we're mixing up our grain, breaking it up. It's all clumped up right now. We want to make sure it all gets nice and hydrated and mixed in there really well. So right now we just mash in. What that is we're basically soaking all of our grain into our hot water and just extracting all the sugar and all the color and all the flavor that the grain has to offer so it can wind up in the final product in our beer. We do 7 different kinds of beer here, I believe. We have a blonde, we have a cream ale, we have a brown, a red, we have an alt beer, a stout, and soon an IPA.
My name is George Rice. I am one of the owners of 5x5 Brewing Company here in Mission, Texas. I moved back down here after the military and after a stint in the oil field, and I showed interest in trying to open up a distillery because it was kind of a passion of mine. And we kind of went from, hey, instead of doing a distillery, let's do a brewery. Turns out it was a bad decision, but I mean, we still got this up and running. We're arguing over it for a while, and we're like, well, what do we name it after? And they were like, well, let's kind of hit up our military roots because we're all, connected to the law enforcement and military community. So we're like, well, let's do 5x5. It's a military term. It means it's communication and signal term. It pretty much means all good or loud and clear.
At the bottom of the grain bed is a bunch of cracked grain holes and unwanted elements that we don't want in the final product. So we send it through the bottom of our tank, down through a series of pipes, and up through our pump and through this arm. We're basically sending all those unwanted elements back to the top of our grain bed and basically using the grain bed and the wort as a filter to help clarify it. So we just threw in our honey and our molasses. We threw it in 30 minutes within our boil. Boil lasts for an hour. So with half an hour left, we throw in all those adjuncts in there. The whole point of it is to add honey flavor to the beer, but the sugars as well also help bring up the alcohol content. When boil's over, after we've whirlpooled our beer and let it rest, we send it through a heat exchanger. Think of this like your car's radiator. It's rapidly chilling it from about 190 degrees to 68 degrees Fahrenheit through these series of tubes and pipes into the fermenter we're pitching beer into.
Okay, this is their 40 mm stout that I've been wanting to try forever. This one in particular because it's actually a collaboration between 5x5 and one of my favorite coffee shops, Jitters. And so it's a coffee stout. Me being a coffee lover, I'm going to be drawn to this one. Cheers. Okay, so I got my Cabana from Queuing It Up Barbecue. Those guys are amazing. If you guys haven't seen the video I already did with those guys, I'll put a link to that video in the description down below. Looks beautiful. It's got smoked mushrooms, smoked bacon, smoked onions. And pulled pork, baby.
skin is satisfied. I've been running, but I can't seem to find a way. Come alive. I've been hiding all the things I feel inside.